Hello, and I am here at the Socom 4 booth with Kevin, who is the lead designer of the multiplayer of Socom 4. We are going to talk a little bit about that, and thanks for being on the show, Kevin.
Thanks for having me.
Just like to really start out by asking you, first of all, how different is the Socom 4 compared to previous Socom games?
Well, we're offering an all-new experience, so it's an all-new single-player campaign. We have custom co-op missions that you can create, and all-new multiplayer with new game types.
Now, I'd really like to focus on the multiplayer aspect, because that's probably going to be why a lot of people buy the game. That'd be my guess. Games like Black Ops, for instance, that's all hit stores and everyone runs out to buy it. What are you guys going to one up on Black Ops to make your game better?
Well, SOCOM has always been about teamwork and authenticity, and when we designed the multiplayer game types, that was our main focus, to bring teamwork back to multiplayer shooters. Also skill, and I'll get into that in a minute. So, for example, one of the games we're showing here today is called Bomb Squad, and that splits, you have two teams. One team has a special unit called the Bomb Technician, and his job is to go in and defuse bombs that have been set by the other team. The other guys on his team, on the Bomb Technician's team, are there to defend him and get him to his objective. And the Bomb Technician is the only one who can defuse those bombs. So in order to win that game type, you have to help him get to his objective. Now, the Bomb Technician gets extra points for defusing those bombs, but we also award bonuses for the guys on his team. For example, if you're the Bomb Technician and I'm standing next to you on your team, I get a defensive bonus for being in your area because I'm doing my job to protect you. Also, if I kill 3 enemies in your area, I'm protecting you, so I get an airstrike awarded to me if I do that. Because my job is to make sure you get to where you need to go to make sure your objective is complete, right, and win the match for us.
Now, you mentioned skills. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Well, I think SOCOM's always been referred to as the thinking man shooter, and we've brought that back again with SOCOM 4. We have a weapon experience bar, basically, and with each hit, with each headshot, with each kill, you get awarded points for that particular weapon. And what that does is, when you start off the game, every weapon starts with a mod 0, and when you get more points and you mod up, you get different attachments. So each of the 39 weapons has a path of 5 attachments that it can choose, and there are different attachments for each one. So, for example, you may get an ACOG scope, a red dot, a suppressor, an extended magazine. So each of those things that are attached to that will enhance your skill as a player, right? We're not making uber bullets or the big missile weapon, right? There's nothing that gives you that edge. It really all goes back and focuses on your skill as the player. We give you the tools to use as, to enhance your skill.
Now, what can we look forward to as far as how many players versus other players? I mean, what are we looking at for how many people in one map at a time?
Well, there's a whole bunch of different options here. We have, right now we're playing this 16 on 16, or sorry, 8 on 8. We can go up to far as 32 and 32. Wow. So I guess I have to explain how the queues are set up. We have a standard queue, which has the 4 game types, two of which the suppression and the Bomb Technician. And then we have 2 more game types. And then we have inside that queue, and again, that standard is respawn, that is health regen, right? And inside that queue, we also have a smaller map queue, which is 16 player max, so 8 on 8 on our smaller maps. And then we have the classic version, which is classic versions of those game types, which classic means basically going back to our old SOCOM roots. So that's no respawn, no health regen. So we have all those game types, and some of those are on the smaller maps as well, right? So then we have a custom game type queue, which the network architecture is built on MAG's network architecture, so we had a lot of great stuff to work with. Under the hood, we have the ability to change stuff, settings in the multiplayer universe. So with our custom setting queue, we're shipping with like 5 of them. Like one of them, for example, is called Sniper Alley, where every player is equipped with only a sniper rifle and only a shotgun. And that varies on different size maps and different players. So we also have create games, so you can create your own maps.
Really?
And those are unranked, so you can create your own maps, and those can vary in player size. We also have clan challenges, which when you form a clan challenge, we have an easy system where you can really like pair up and find a clan to challenge, and those go as low as 4v4. So if you want to do take one of our big maps, 4v4 sniper challenge, you can do that. There's no limits on those sizes.
And so I'm assuming this is going to be a PS3 exclusive.
Yes, it is PS3 exclusive.
Well, it really sounds great, and I'm really looking forward to it. As an old fan of Socom, looking forward to getting into the new stuff. So, Kevin, thanks again for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.